Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hello if you're new. I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video, but I'm going to be using the Elasticizer Extreme by Philip Kingsley. This is a product I've done a video on a few years ago now, and so I really wanted to revisit this product. At the time I really liked the results, but I think I was a bit in two minds, and I've recently repurchased it and I've actually used quite a lot of it. So I wanted to just touch base and do an updated review for you, sharing my updated thoughts and how I find that this works really well on my hair, show you the results, because as you can tell, I've literally waited until my hair is not looking its best. I've had better hair days and this is what it's looking like so far. So I really want to show you just how well this can work for the most damaged hair types. They have a normal elasticizer, which again I have done a review on in the past, but I really want to pick that original one up too and do an updated review on that. But I thought, seeing as I recently repurchased this, let's dive into this product review. If there's any products that I have done a review on in the past you want an updated thoughts on, or any products that are on your wish list, leave them in the comments below. I try to get through as many recommendations that you guys send over. I add them to a long list. When I do my shopping for products, I try to buy as much as I can. So let me know if there's anything that you would like me to try next. But that said and done, I'll be back with freshly shampooed hair so we can have the perfect base to apply this product on. I'm going to talk about just how much I've used this, why I've reached for this one over the original one kind of recently, and just show you the demo and results that this product can give you too. I've just shampooed my hair and I've actually gone back to my Olaplex shampoo and conditioner. I did a review of that after using it for so long. Was it 2021 maybe? And I absolutely love that. So I've repurchased that and I'm diving back into it. This Elasticizer Extreme typically is made for those with kind of more of a dense texture to their hair, so those with curls and coils, to give that intense nourishment. However, I find as well that Cantu products that are also formulated for that type of hair texture works incredibly well for me because it is so hydrating, and this comes in similar vein to that. This is such a rich formula. You need so little to just coat your hair. This has kind of, for me, just showcased just how well like these concentrated products work, because I've had this pot, I repurchased it probably about 2 or 3 months ago. I'm kind of getting to the very bottom of it. However, I have just been using such a small amount just to really resurrect my hair and make it go even further. And I've been using this tons recently too. It's just been one of those, it's like I used it and I was like, I just absolutely love it. I repurchased it and I've been using this when my hair particularly just needs some TLC. So as you can see, I applied a very small amount and that's worked on that half of the head. Let me do the same here. Again, not too much. Those that have thicker hair, obviously you'll have to apply it slightly more than me. My hair is more kind of fine to medium in terms of the spectrum, but I still find that this just works so good. It's just finding ways to use products that are super versatile. And I loved the elasticizer. So if you don't know kind of what the elasticizer does, in a very quick, brief nutshell, is it helps to add elasticity to your hair. So instead of your hair breaking or snapping, particularly at the ends if you have kind of brittle ends, this is really going to help kind of stretch your hair in order to prevent breakage, which for me was an absolute game changer when I actually decided to take hair care seriously. I bought one of the original elasticizers and I used that until it was totally gone and I loved it. And that product alone helped my hair beyond I could, honestly, like more than I could ever say. It was such a great product if you are starting your hair care journey and you're looking for something that's going to help initially really prevent breakage, because if your hair is damaged and you want it to grow longer, that is the key, is making sure that those bonds are secure, that you're not getting breakage and snapping. Especially if you have dyed your hair for a really long time, your hair is so much more fragile. I'm someone that used to bleach my hair really often, and so my hair needed something that was going to help elasticity. So why did I go back to the Elasticizer Extreme? Again, for me it's more concentrated. So whilst this pot is quite expensive, I use just a small amount, and I find because it is so concentrated that the results I get from this is just much more mind-blowing than the original one, and so I just gravitated towards this. It's so deep conditioning that my hair just absolutely loves it, especially in a time where my hair just needs hydration. It needs more than just a hair mask. This for me is kind of on par with Olaplex K18 in terms of being an absolute staple in a routine, whereby your hair just drinks up the product and you see noticeable results, not only from a short-term point of view but a long-term too. Elasticizer is such a great complex product, and it's been scientifically proven to work super well when your hair is at that kind of fragile state, to really get it out of that and really kind of equip you for your journey ahead. So I would really recommend, if you are kind of questioning where would this come into your routine, if you have really damaged hair, you're looking to start your hair care journey, I would say invest in something like this first and then move on to standard hair masks, because as soon as your hair adds that elasticity and you make other hair care conscious decisions, such as not bleaching your hair all the time, not using heat as often, and being really mindful with hairstyles, then you can use hair masks to really maintain that. And something like this you could use not all the time, you could use kind of very infrequently just to maintain those results. So this is something I've just really loved, and I've been using tons in the background, and I realize I haven't done a updated review on it, as you can tell. Really almost out now, so this will be featured in an empties video soon. And I just realized that sometimes there's products that I talk so much on my channel about products that I'm using, and there's products that don't quite make it to the camera, and so this is something that I've used tons, and so I wanted to shout about because it's an absolute staple for me at the moment. And as you can see, I've not applied much. I've really focused this primarily in my mid-lengths to ends. My scalp I typically apply hair mask too, but I just find with this, because it is so concentrated and also so expensive, this is the best way for me to get those best results, and making sure that my ends specifically, this is where I get the breakage. My hair very rarely breaks at the top because I don't ever get my roots dyed. If I have my hair dyed professionally, I get balayage, and so it doesn't ever touch my root, which I absolutely love. Again, that was a conscious decision I made from bleaching my hair every 6 weeks to go in something like that that's less maintenance and less damaging. But I absolutely love this so much. Honestly, if you have really curly hair, you'll love it, but if you have really porous hair too, this will be a game changer. So yeah, this is what this is looking like so far. What I'll do is I'll show you what it looks like in half an hour, because I typically do that with all of my hair care kind of reviews and hair mask reviews on this channel, but honestly it doesn't ever change that much. This is something that if I'm gonna use this last amount, which I think there's gonna be enough for one more use for me, I'm going to use this overnight. I sleep in this and leave it on for as long as humanly possible, and then wash it out, because your hair, by doing that, extends just how well this product works. So again, using this, yes, it's expensive, but there's ways to get so much more out of it than it initially claims, and so for that reason I think this is worth its weight in gold. It's just completely up to you how you find the best way to use it, but yeah, for me this is absolutely fab. So I'll be back in half an hour to show you what it's looking like, and then I'll show you the end results at the end of this video. And ask me any questions down below if I haven't touched on something, because I know that a lot of people want to research which kind of version is best for them. Hopefully this works in terms of educating what this one specifically does. So as mentioned, it looks basically no different to half an hour ago. This is such a good one if you want to do a hair mask bun, or like I said, if you sleep in it overnight. What I would recommend is to get your hair and twist it, and either put it up in a clip or just put it in a standard bun and kind of put a scrunchie over it, and that's going to keep that product really hydrated in kind of the areas that your hair needs it the most, because as I mentioned, this is where you typically get breakage. So something like this, using it as a habit, which is the hardest thing with hair care, is kind of breaking usual patterns. But using this, I would say for best results, probably use it either once a week or every 2 weeks, depending on how healthy or damaged your hair is, and it will just thank you so much for it. So let me show you what this really does in terms of the magic. I'll be back once my hair is all washed and dried, so you can just see just how well this works in terms of smoothing my hair, making it look really kind of sleek and straight. And the reason that I just love it, it's just been one of those fail-safe products that when I need that huge amount of TLC, this is something that I lean back on and kind of revisit time and time again, because it just works on such an extreme scale that I just absolutely love it. And almost like the original one is not as strong for me anymore. Like this one, I just love the results so much, and because you use so little, it kind of works out very similarly priced because you use smaller amounts of this, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll be back once my hair is all washed and dried, and I'll show you the miracles that this product does for my hair. Okay, so this is what the Philip Kingsley Elasticizer Extreme makes my hair look like. just so nourished. If your hair is particularly damaged, you will absolutely just love this because it's so concentrated. It works so quickly and you get just such amazing results even after one use. So as you can tell, my hair is just looking super sleek, super nourished. I haven't straightened my hair or dried in a way that enhances that. I literally rough dry my hair just so that you can see just how well this product works. And it's so amazing. It's really good. That's why I would say if your hair is just so dehydrated, get the extreme version. Is perfect just for so much nourishment. If you need something that is kind of more mild, then the original one will be absolutely fine, and you can actually get that. It kind of works out a lot better value for money, but I think that you need to use that more frequently than you do this to get the same kind of results. So it kind of makes sense. Like a concentrated product, you use less and you use it in less frequency to maintain the results. So I absolutely love this. I didn't really anticipate picking this up again after I initially got it because I just thought that it wasn't particularly made for my hair type, but the more I've used it, the more I absolutely appreciate just how well this works. I just love it so much, and you can probably tell by the results that it's worked so well for my hair type too. So any kind of questions or queries, let me know. I really love it. So don't always worry if something says it's for a particular hair type. That's why I like to experiment, because whilst it's formulated with those hair types in mind, it just means that the hair is more porous, and my hair, because it was bleached for so long, it's really receptive to these types of products and they work super well, and it's not kind of weighed my hair down too much. You know, I still got a little bit of volume. My hair naturally is very flat. If you watch any of my videos, you will know that, but I still have a lot of kind of thickness in the ends whilst they still look super straight. Love the result. I hope you guys do too. Just couldn't recommend it more. I really love it. This is one of my like hair holy grail products that I just use so much in the background, and I was like, you needed time in the spotlight. I hope this has helped anyone looking for more information about the product. If you have any questions, like I said, leave them down below. If there's any products that are super hyped that you want my 2 cents on, let me know in the comments below too. I love getting your recommendations and picking up products that I know that you'd like to see reviewed. At the end of the day, you guys are the ones that watch my videos, and so I want to make sure that it's super helpful for you and your hair care journey. But with that said and done, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!